Hello, Prophet here with Warfrog, giving you another battle report. We've got, for the trolls here, we got Madrak Ironhide World Enders, so that's the epic version. We're using a normal model for that. We have a Earthborn Dire Troll and a Dire Troll Mauler, a min squad of the Pyg Burrowers, a min squad of the Pyg Bushwackers, a full squad of the Krielstone Stone Bear and Stone Scribe, and a full unit of Trollkin Scouts, as well as a Troll Whelps.
And Warfrog on the other end of the table here. I am playing Sheep's Khador. I have Vlad, Destroyer, the one with the two-shot cannon, Decimator or something, I have no idea the Khador Jack names, Spriggan, full unit of Mechaniks, minimum unit of Windowmakers, and a minimum unit of Rifle Corps. Alright, Warfrog here with first turn. So I deployed the Rifle Corps on the far edge here. Then the Jacks going left to right is the Destroyer, Spriggan, Decimator, I think. I'm still too lazy to look up the actual name. The Field Mechaniks are all right behind them. Vlad's in front there. And the Windowmakers advanced deployed near the barricade there.
As for the Trollbloods, we've got advanced deployed scouts over here. The Bushwackers, Burrowers, sorry. And then we've got the Mauler on the left, Earthborn on the right, with Madrak in the center. And then we've got the Stone Scribe on the right over here. And off to the far right, we've got the Bushwackers behind the barricade right here.
Alright, Warfrog turn 1. I allocated one focus to each Jack. They all ran forward. Vlad walked in the middle of them and cast Wind Wall. They're all within his 3 inches, so none of them can be hit by range attacks. Mechaniks ran up behind them just to back them up. The Windowmakers moved up to the cover and tried to shoot the Burrowers, but were just barely out of range. And the Rifle Corps walked up and did their suppressive fire there. It's 4-inch AoE because there's currently 6 of them. And that's Khador turn 1.
Okay, Trollblood turn 1. I was pretty ballsy and decided to have my Trollkin Scouts try and run in charge and throw their axes up. Did not work, was not close enough, and my only guy who was close enough missed. So, Burrowers walked up, got into cover. Mauler ran really far with elemental communication cast on by the Earthborn. And the Bushwackers walked up. Madrak cast Blood Fury on the Scouts, so hopefully they'll be able to use that next turn. They don't die off. Earthborn walked up after casting. That's the spell on the Mauler. And the Krielstone Scribe unit walked up and projected their field for a whopping 6 inches. And that's the turn.
Alright, so Warfrog turn 2, I think. Lots of death this turn. So I allocated 3 focus to the Decimator, I think, the one with the Ripsaw. And Vlad kept 4. Vlad activated immediately, did Signs Importance. Then the Windowmakers all shot into the Scouts, killing 3, knocking down 1 from his tough roll. Then the Winter Guard walked up for cover, and they all shot into the Bushwackers. And they I guess they killed 4, knocked down. Did anyone else kill them? Yeah. So they killed, I think they only killed 2, knocked down about 3. Then the Destroyer walked up, put a shot in there and killed the rest, except for those 2. Spriggan walked up, shot 2 grenades at the Bushwackers, killing 2, knocking down 1. And the Decimator walked up, missed with his first shot, then had the extra focus to boost hit and damage on his second shot, and did 10 damage to the 6 and pushed him back an inch. Then Mechaniks all walked up. All the Bushwackers, the Burrowers, and the Scouts all passed their leadership tests that they had to take. And that was the end of Khador turn 2. Let's see what Prof brings back.
Alright, so Trollblood turn. Scouts charged in, did nothing. Yes. The Burrowers burrowed. The Whelp was unfortunately not eaten, forgot to. The Mauler got elemental communication cast on him again, so he could definitely make the charge. And charged the Spriggan through him, killing 2 Mechaniks and doing
2 points of damage to Vlad.
2 points of damage to Vlad, and how many points?
In total, with the melee attacks, you did 12 points of damage to the Spriggan.
Terrible. The Earthborn walked up as well as cast the spell. Madrak walked up and cast nothing, I don't think.
Warpath.
Warpath? Okay. Sure.
Yeah, you cast Warpath. Why do you still have 5 Fury if you cast Warpath?
Anyway, and he also put on 2 Fury onto the Krielstone. They projected their aura, walked up, and the Bushwackers attempted to shoot and did nothing. So, terrible turn.
Alright, so Warfrog turn 3. So Vlad kept 4 focus for himself, gave 3 to the Decimator. Decimator activated first, bought 3 attacks into the Dire Troll Mauler to kill it, has an extra focus left over. Then the Destroyer activated and fired a cannon shot into the 3 Whelps that were spawned during the combat and slaughtered them all. Spriggan activated and fired 2 flares towards the Bushwackers that were in the crater, but both of them were out of range and scattered nowhere useful. The Rifle Corps activated. The first 2 on the very back here took out the 2 Bushwackers that were left, and the one on the end here could get to the Stone Scribe, who got hits and did the sacrificial to one of the squad members. So one of them died, but the Stone Scribe's still where he is. Mechaniks had repaired the Spriggan up to full health, and the Windowmakers walked out of combat with the Scouts. None of them took a free strike, and they killed one, and the other one made a tough roll. And that's it for Khador turn 3. Let's see if Prof can recover from this.
Alright, Trollblood turn. The the Burrowers ran and charged in and did nothing. The Earthborn ran up, charged up, and beat stick on the Decimator has 6 health left after everything that happened. We also had a feat turn, so everybody got extra attacks, only a total of 4 people, but that's okay. They got more focus, and they have a 9-inch radius right now. Got up and walked back, the Scouts, and then Madrak proceeded to throw a couple axe throws in. And that's everything.
Alright, end of Warfrog turn 4, I believe. So this turn, Vlad gave 3 focus to the Decimator, Destroyer, and kept 4 for himself, cast Signs of Importance, and used his feat. Then the Winter Guard Rifle Corps moved up, shot at the Stone Scribe, hit him twice, killed him twice, and he did 2 sacrificial pawns, or whatever the heck your ability's called, something like that. The Windowmakers all did jack all in close combat, because they don't do anything in close combat. The Spriggan walked around and poked at the Earthborn and did 10 damage, I think, something like that. The Decimator got repaired by the Mechaniks, and so the only boxes he has left are system boxes, and he's got every system box from the Mechaniks. And he attacked once and did like 8 damage. He spawned Whelps from both the hits. The Destroyer charged his 11 inches into Madrak and missed every single attack roll against him. And that is the end of Khador turn 4. Let's see how Prophet responds.
Alright, Trollblood turn. We killed 2 Windowmakers here with the Burrowers. The Earthborn did a headbutt on the Spriggan, knocking it down, and tried to kill the Decimator and did not. Almost did.
Left it with its right arm in the cortex, so he's probably going to kill the Earthborn this turn.
Oh, hands down. And then the Destroyer got attacked by Madrak and the 2 Scouts. And
left it with the cortex and right arm, so he's still good to go.
And we popped up a nice little armor bonus to everybody in this little area. And that's everything.
I think this is turn 5, so in this turn, Vlad cast Signs of Importance first. Then the Decimator got repaired by the Mechaniks. Only 4 boxes this time, so no OP repairs this time. Then he beat down the Earthborn Dire Troll. He reaved all the Fury. Next, the Rifle Corps moved up, shot and killed 2 of the Scribes. The last one survived back there. One of the Windowmakers killed a... I don't think I point... Well, yeah, one of the Windowmakers killed one of the Burrowers. And the Spriggan moved up to engage everything. And the Destroyer hit Madrak once, doing 6 points of damage.
So the Trollblood turn, Madrak ended up killing the Decimator, Destroyer, whatever it's called. Destroyer, thank you. And the Scouts charged the Spriggan, ended up doing 9 points of damage?
Something like that, yeah. Nothing scribbled.
And they charged the Burrowers and did nothing, unfortunately.
The Windowmakers charged the Windowmakers. They're the Burrowers.
Yeah. And walked up to block the charge lane. Yes.
Alright, so last turn for Khador. Vlad walked over a bit, cast Signs of Importance, gave 3 focus to the Spriggan. The Rifle Corps shot, killed killed the Scribe, killed 1 Scout. Decimator walked up, ripsawed 1 Scout, knocked him down because he was tough, but he couldn't do a free strike on the Spriggan. The 1 Widowmaker killed actually both Widowmakers killed a Burrower. There's only 1 Burrower left. And the Spriggan walked up and first attack killed him. He made a tough roll and then bought an extra attack with auto hit, enough damage to kill him, and he didn't make a second tough roll. So caster kill for Khador on against Trollbloods.
Alright, so most valuable model and the worst model for the Trollbloods is Madrak would have to be the best. He took down a Jack and pretty much did everything he was supposed to be doing and didn't fail at life. And Bushwackers this game were the worst because they were just killed.
And the best models for Khador were the Mechaniks, because early on my Jacks suffered a lot of damage and my Mechaniks were repairing like 18 in a turn. So they kept all the Jacks running basically all till the end. Only 1 of them died in the end. And the worst were the Widowmakers, not because they didn't perform, but because they got tar pitted on turn 3, so they weren't able to really do much after they got tar pitted.